good afternoon and good evening, whatever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the beta plan, playing Vampire the Masquerade Antitribu mod. So, a few things we need to address before we get into the nitty-gritty of this episode. I realized from the last video that I made that this mod probably makes use of music they do not have the rights to. So I waited with making some new vids and uploaded it all to YouTube and see what would happen. And indeed, 2 of my vids got flagged, but luckily not pulled. And that was only because the bands of which you hear the music, on a side note, it were the Beatles, not the Beach Boys. So sorry. Say that it's okay for people to use their music in YouTube videos. However, I cannot be sure if all the music that this mod uses, all these bands have the same policy. So whenever I'm going to get into a bar, I'm going to have to cut all sound. And I'm so sorry that I have to do this because this game unfortunately has but one sound slider. I cannot let you still hear the voices while cutting out all the music. I might be able to learn how to do that a little bit of editing, but as it is all one soundtrack, I doubt I can do that. Speaking of which, and I mean sound levels, I was with friends and we were watching one of my vids just for the heck, like, hey folks, see what I'm doing. They said my voice was rather loud versus the NPCs. And I agree actually, on my headphones it sounds fine, but apparently when you have boxes it sounds totally different. People, let me know this in the comments. I'm doing this to entertain. Also because I just find it fun, but I'm also doing this to entertain, so please tell me that in the comments. So what I have done is I am now recording the audio at 3 times the volume settings. And hopefully that makes sure that my voice and the NPCs are at about the same level. Of course I tested out a little bit and hopefully it's now perfect. So perfect. If you indeed agree that this is a little better, let me know in the comments and well, then I can at least feel good about having done that. Having said all this, it's time to get back into it. Let's do this. So, in case you've forgotten from the last episode, we are in the hospital because we got some side quests that all point to this place. Because we know there is this man, Virgil Crumb Virgil. I'm not really sure anymore what his last name was, but we found his driver's license, or better to say, we were given his driver's license. And it was dropped by the Asian vampire. This is the man. I must say, you have a blood clot eye and a very yellow eye. That's not very normal. We can't open this? That is so unbefitting a vampire. We are just too weak for him to be a proper vampire. Unbecoming. We have a silver ring, thank you very much. Oh, Foxy Boxes. Cemetery card. Let's see here, can we find out a little bit more about this man? Can we already hack into cadavers or not? Because we did increase our hacking. Yes, we can indeed. Very good, very good. Crumb. V. Subject died from heart failure. Personal items in storage B. That's not a very vampiric kind of thing. Well, let's do a random one, just for fun. Subject apparently died of indeterminate causes. Note, subject's body contained only 1 pint of blood. Foul play suspected. Of course I picked this one to randomly open. Well, let's just... we're gonna tart fate a little more. Perry D? Oh. I did not have a space there. Subject apparently choked to death on ham and or cheese. Bad way to go, man. Bobo G. Wound suggested subject was beaten to death with a baseball bat. Hey, wasn't me. I use a golf club, man. I use a golf club. Well, I used a golf club, now I have a fire axe. Folds D. Severely beaten to death. Something about the way this one looked made me want to lock it in the freezer. Is there a man in the freezer? Oh, Mickey Mouse key bindings. Still happens. Freezer. Is this considered a freezer? I would call this a morgue rather, but... Oh, come on! Well, there was nothing in there I saw in the short peek. The problem is, I have to open these things while standing extremely close to them, otherwise they don't open. But if I stand so close to them, there is also a good chance that it just bounces off my awesome body. I'm not gonna try that anymore. Let's just get out of here. Oh, there are also freezers here, of course. That are the true freezers. But we also know that... oh, no, there's a computer over here. Can we hack this computer now? Freezers. Ambrosia. Yes, indeed, ambrosia. Temperature? Freezer free isn't that cool. 1969. Thank you very much. By the way, I could use some blood, and there is still a guard upstairs. Just... I'm not doing anything, you know. No. That is probably very weird, because I didn't really enter that way, so he couldn't have known that I was there, and all of a sudden, hey, here I am. I need me some blood. Weren't you around here somewhere? Yes. Get over here. Oh. You have not been restored of blood, but... this is a little bit... Fuck it. I'm hungry. Get me some blood. Oh, and this guy does not count as an innocent. Well, good that I drained him then. Oh, how dare you attack me. Freaking vampire in here. CS door. Do we also have enough hacking for you now? No, okay, we're going to increase our skill with the computer. Thank you very much. Yes, I just did that. It's the use button, not looking at my awesome sheet of awesomeness in order to hack a computer. It doesn't really help. Page. Wait, wasn't that the girl the doctor cheated with? Well, we at least got in there. Let's unlock the CS door itself. I think we already done that with the key, but let's just be safe. Besides, we need to do a little dosage of hacking. Such awesome jokes I make. Right. Well, we don't need to sneak around here anymore, seeing all the guards are dead. Let's, that's the camera end for the cabinet. And I see a key I've completely missed from the last time. Probably that's why I didn't need the hacking. Oh, well. Now we have the hacking, and that is just cool, because hacking allows you to get into computers. Yeah, maintenance door key. Maintenance room key, but that's not the maintenance room this, so, well. You're off, right? Yeah, you're not moving. Thank you so much. Werewolf blood. Oh, in that case, that was also quite a bit of XP. Very good. Well, good luck cleaning all that up. Are we going to go down here or file the blood? We're already. Let's take the shortcut. Freezer free, that was this one, right? Probably. Yep. 1969. Ooh, I pronounced it extremely American. So sorry. Not that it's really bad or anything, but it's if you do it in a posh English accent, it tends to be a little bit more clearer for people to hear. What did I just turn on? Or off? I don't know. Ooh. I recognize you from a certain photo.
Hunger. I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood.
Yeah. I know that feeling. So, what happened to you?
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
Ooh, how can I refuse a lady that begs so much, but, what is it worth to you? What, will you give me in return for letting you go?
Anything. Let me go.
That are the magic words. Hold still, and I'll let you go. Well, time to feed you some blood now, I
You
think,
don't
huh?
look well at all. Oh, sweet mother of God!
Well, taken care of. Still awesome eyes. Hello. Looking a bit better, Mistress Vampire.
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery. It was euphoric. But I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
Just proper primal vampire power, baby. After all, we're on top of the food chain. The beast took over. It happens.
Beast? What is that? Why couldn't I stop myself? Why did it feel so right?
Because it's right. Now, shh. Calm down. It's alright.
I tried to steal some blood. I heard they sold it. I was hungry, and I can't hunt in town. They caught me, and I was trapped. Thought I'd never escape, but I killed a man. I have to get out of here.
Yeah, but what's your deal?
My name is Lilly.
So you are Lilly. You're the one that E told me about.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
He asked me if I knew anything about thin bloods, which is how I found you.
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
Okay, go on.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am. I don't know why. Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions, and I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon.
We just got some experience. We can invest that. I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to become a little bit more dominant. I mean, we can fight decently well. We already have melee 5. We don't need to increase potence that much, but ooh. You can now force your victims to wound themselves. Some weak-minded targets may cower in fear as they tear at their own flesh. Now we will have 2 ways to get people to fear the vampires, as they rightfully should. Well, you should go see. He forgives you. He wants to see you.
E doesn't hate me anymore?
Nah. I think quite the opposite, actually. Yeah, it's probably better if you two talk it out a little bit.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
Yeah, oh, wait a second. You said you would do anything. I don't rescue pro bono. What have you got for me?
I don't have anything to give.
Right, forget I asked. Goodbye, Lilly. Maybe I can get something somewhere. Uh-oh.
Why'd you have to go and let that bitch out? There's one less bill in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh? Now I'll never get to doing that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more!
Wait, you wanted to kill him yourself? Right. Yeah. Anyways, you're lucky. If I hadn't freed her, her friends were going to shoot up this place. And she had several friends at the beach, you know, those real dangerous beast type.
That's interesting. A missed opportunity. Guns make people cocky. They never appreciate what a skilled hand married to a knife can do. All you have to do is get close enough to cut off the trigger finger. Or their face. You like to talk, don't you? I want to hear a story. Tell me, what's the best way you violenced up someone? I want to hear every grisly detail. If I like your story, I'll sell you some blood.
Right. I agree with the way you talk, but the difference between you and I know not to give away evidence. You're not getting a thing from me, buddy. I'm no killer.
Blood comes from out of the living, from all kinds in a red torrent. The crimson seep at the speed of a heartbeat. For each drop, a teeny bit of life shed. You don't care how it's got, as long as it is. You'll be begging for it, and not getting any.
Whatever. On the other hand, he knows a vampire, that's clear. Perhaps we have to placate him a little later, but first, don't show any interest. Just walk away. Better than him. Let's just file this werewolf blood as Mr. LaCroix wants. And be done with that little piece of evidence. We don't want that found on our body after all, and then we perhaps can go back and talk to that dude. See if we can come to an agreement. After all, you may sell blood, but I'm sure you get a little something aside, a little something something. And with her gone, that's one less vampire you can sell to, so... Besides, if you don't, I'll just dominate your ass. Because I'm a La Sombra. Ooh. Ah, that's the money for, telling the doc I won't talk to his wife about his, affairs. Good money indeed. Well, werewolf blood on its way. And we are better get going on the next little quest. So that we can get all powerful and become a proper master of the shadows, like we as La Sombra are. In the meantime, I thank you for watching. This was the VTMBA plan.